Hello and welcome to a very new. This is our first episode of Inside Mount Union Sports here on the Q92 Sports Network, and we're going to kick things off with we're new, you're new, the program's new. Head coach Clay Wenger of the Mount Union Purple Raiders Women's Wrestling, a brand new program at Mount Union. Coach, we appreciate you joining us today, and this is pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Really excited to be at Mount Union. What a awesome place it is, and just full of great people. And I'm excited to be there and to kick off a new program. And just the growth of women's wrestling is growing so fast. So to kind of be a part of that and seeing that out is really special as well.
And Coach, before we get into like the nitty gritty stuff too, let's talk about a little bit of where you're from, where you wrestled, your experience. I know you've had a very good wrestling program at the high school rank. So tell us a little bit about yourself and you're coming up in the sport of wrestling.
Yeah, so I grew up in Wadsworth, Ohio. Not too far from Alliance, and wrestled through youth, middle school, high school. Our team, we won a state title, during my high school career. Just a really special place, special community for me, growing up there and being an alumni there. And then I went on and wrestled at Kent State, for 4 years, which was a great program, got to meet a lot of great people. And, that's kind of where I learned the college side of things and, got that type of exposure wrestling wise and coaching wise. And, but after that, my dream kind of was always to be the head coach at Wadsworth. And, I'm very grateful. We had a long time head coach there for that coached for years, I think 38 years. And,
Wow.
I was able to replace him, and he's still a great mentor and friend to me now. But, so I got to take that over. I worked under him for a couple years, and then, took the program over, and just super fortunate of, the kids I got to coach there, and the parents, that were part of the program, and the other coaches, and just the community. It's always been special to me. So we had a lot of success, which I'm grateful for, but that really comes from the kids and the work they put in and the other coaches. But it was fun. And I really never thought, I would leave there. I thought that was where I was going to be. But then, just seeing the growth of women's wrestling, and I know Coach Riggs really well. I've known him pretty much my whole life, him and his dad. And, this kind of got presented, and I went to Mount Union, and just, what's so much support, so much love for their students, their athletic department. And, I just felt that similar feel of, what it is like it was at Wadsworth. And, I guess ultimately my goal was to be able to be, a full-time, wrestling coach, and to build a program, and to, be a part of something special like women's wrestling and Mount Union.
That's awesome. And I want people to know, I have some statistics that your teams had when you were the head coach at Wadsworth. You coached a national champion, 17 All-Americans, 4 state champions, 42 state qualifiers, and your teams advanced to the state Final Four twice. So I know coaches don't like to, kind of boast themselves up a little bit, but you have a ton of experience, you have a ton of success, and you're still relatively young. And that's amazing for you to be moving into, Mount Union. We do a lot with Mount Union here. The school, the athletics, they're fantastic. And it really does seem like a really great fit for you to be there. And you're not taking over an existing program. You're taking over a program that was just created. Did you have any apprehensions about accepting the position with it being brand new?
I didn't. I really didn't. Just when I went there, I guess when I met everyone at Mount Union, I didn't, because I knew, what support, that Coach Riggs has given me, the athletic department, the athletic director, the president, just talking to these people, and, what, the vision they see too is similar to what I see, what I want to do. So I knew was right. And just the coaches at Mount Union, the resources you have, these people sitting right around you, across the hall, what knowledge they have, and just so many good people, so many resources. So, no, I thought, this is a place that I would want to be. So I think, student athletes want to be here, and just the academic side is amazing. And then you got the athletic side, just such a winning culture, winning tradition, throughout all the sports. So, kids, they're going to want to come here, and they know they can have success here. So, I was excited. I'm excited now, that we get to start next year. It was tough not having I've had a team always, and going through a year of just recruiting and not really having a team was fun. And I learned a ton about recruiting, and meeting everybody was so important. All the high school coaches. And so it was definitely needed. It was so important, but I am really excited to kick off and get these girls on campus and get after it.
And you talked about some of the growth in wrestling and women's wrestling and the rapid growth. I saw a stat that said in like 2022, like 50,000 young women were wrestling at the high school level. And I imagine that number has continued to grow. And it's so great now that Mount Union is a place for them to continue not just their academic career, but their athletic career with the formation of the new program.
Yeah. And that, I feel I'm happy for these girls, that, getting to know them and meet them, they have dreams just like I did, in high school to go to college. And, 3 years ago, Ohio was hardly an option, right? You'd have to go all the way to Iowa or Kentucky. And, not everyone wants to be that far away. So to see it grown, and that's the whole conference, it's popping up in, BW, John Kerr, credit to them. And now these girls have these, opportunities to go to the next level. And I'm so glad, Mount Union's a part of that, because it is a special place. So the growth's insane. So it's growing so fast. It's cool to see. And it's great that these girls have the opportunities available right here in Ohio for them.
And you've talked about recruiting as well. How has the recruiting been so far? You said this program doesn't start until next fall?
Yeah, this coming fall. So okay. I spent all last year.
I gotcha.
I started in about November. I got the job and then recruited this whole year. So starting August, we have 15 girls coming in. So
that's awesome.
We're happy with that. Just looking at other programs, which is great to see. We got some really good girls coming, so we're excited for that. And then, we just keep pushing, to keep getting those numbers every year and build a solid team.
What kind of challenges do you think you're facing with the program being so new? And on that same topic, it must be nice for you to be coming in and being able to lay that foundation down for your program and the way you want it done, and not having to come in and try to change things that someone else may have had before you. This is your baby, and you get to mold it and form it the way you want.
Yeah, I think that's a huge piece of it. Is they're all freshmen too. They're new to college and they're going to be young, and I'm new, so yeah, we kind of get to build that foundation and bring my culture into it, and kind of then that involve them and build our own culture that we think can be great. And I just think this year is really important to establish that and get these girls to buy into that, because then as the others feed in, you want them to be setting that high standard and setting those goals and expectations. So I think that's the key of this year, is to build that foundation, build that culture, and continue that for years to come. And I'm excited to do it. Everything, every season's a challenge. There's obstacles along the way, but again, being at Mount with so much support, so many good people, there's a lot of people you can talk to and ask for advice and help you along the way. So I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. And if there are, families who are watching this video and they've got young kids who are interested in wrestling, where can they reach out to the new program at Mount Union and you, Coach? Do you have like contact information, website, social media? What do you guys got for us?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we have our website. Just if you go to Mount Union Athletics, you can get to women's wrestling. There's like a recruiting form there. Mount Union Wrestling on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My email's on the website as well. You can just reach out to me, email directly. I want to talk to every girl. For me, it's not always about their credentials or what they did, or if you want to be a part of something special, then come join us, right? If you want to work hard and you have goals, we can help you get there. So, we're just looking for girls that want to be a part of something great. They're good people. They, live life right. And, no matter your skill, we can get you to where you want to go if you're that kind of person. So, yeah, please reach out. If we haven't, we're trying to get to every girl we can. Want to get them on campus. We want them to be able to see, what an awesome place Mount Union is. I think that it sells itself, really. Just the athletic facilities, the campus is amazing. So our goal is to get you there. And many ways to reach out to me. So please do. It's all through social media and on Mount Union's website. And I'm excited to, continue to talk to the girls and build relationships and build this program.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate you joining us today. The new women's head wrestling coach, the new program at Mount Union. We can't wait to see how you mold this program, and no doubt that you're going to have success with the traditions at Mount Union and your background. And we really can't wait to see what you do over there at Mount Union. We love the Purple Raiders, and we really appreciate you being our very first guest on Inside Mount Union Sports.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me, and look forward to talking to you guys more.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much.